It's week 2 of our brand new competition to find the UK's most talented young singers. 5 junior and 5 senior choirs who've survived the earlier rounds compete in 2 semi-finals to decide which 3 from each age group can have a crack at the title. This week, the seniors aged 12 to 18 take centre stage. They've travelled here to my home city Bangor in North Wales to win a place in the grand final next week. Welcome to Songs of Praise Young Choir of the Year. Welcome everyone to the Pontiac Arts Centre in Bangor for the second semi-final of Young Choir of the Year. Our choirs are waiting patiently behind me, so let's meet them. From Shropshire, Ellesmere College Chamber Choir. From Belfast, it's Strathern School Chamber Choir. From Llanelli, Ysgol Ystrade. From London, it's St Anne's Gospel Choir. And finally, from Salisbury, it's Godolphin Vocal Ensemble. Some great supporters here in the hall. We're expecting tremendous things from all our talented young singers, but sadly, only 3 of our 5 choirs can go through to next week's final. Making the tricky decision are our 3 judges. And they are MOBO Award winner, TV presenter and vocal coach Carrie Grant. Inspirational choir leader, composer and performer Ken Burton. And completing our lineup is Brit Award winner, singer and presenter JB Gill from JLS. Ken, tell me, what are you looking for from the seniors?
I'm looking for the choirs to tell their own story.
What are the potential pitfalls, would you say, Carrie?
I think overthinking. You can get so caught up in that, I have to get the note right, I have to get the note right. You forget that you're actually just singing a song.
Right, sing from the heart.
Yeah.
And JB, what makes a good choir for you?
Well, for me, a good choir is a choir that is able to translate their technical ability into the real emotion and sense of whatever they're trying to perform and whatever song they're singing. So, you know, the choir that I think masters at the best will be the one that goes on to win.
Well, our very own Josie Darby is backstage with the choirs during the competition. Presently, she's with the first choir, Godolphin Vocal Ensemble from Salisbury.
So we're an all-girl choir going from year 9 up to year 6. There's 23 of us. We're really excited to perform today.
Of course, you've got the jury there as well. You've got Carrie, you've got JB Gill. And
I'm a bit of a fan.
Yeah. So this is going to be a moment for you then, obviously.
Just a great time preparing and lots of rehearsing. We have a really lovely atmosphere in choir rehearsals.
We're doing I, the Lord of Sea and Sky, and it's one of my personal favourites that we've done.
The girls are at that stage in their lives where they're thinking about their futures and what they're going to do and how they're going to go out and bring God's word with them. So it's a really meaningful piece to be singing to everyone.
So, Carrie, I adore that hymn. Did they do it justice?
I think the overall sound was really, really good. It was pitchy in places. Just watch those top notes for some sections. I think also it was just an interesting choice to have just one or two doing the solo duet lines. I would have liked to have seen that spread a bit more throughout, so more on those parts. But good, a good overall sound.
Thank you very much. Ken, always nerve-wracking going first, but these guys are really calm, aren't they?
Indeed, that was a very confidently delivered performance. Echoing what Carrie said, I think you just try to give the song a bit more overall shape. It begins with a question, whom shall I send? And it responds, an answer, here am I. So I just think a change of voice would have been appropriate for when we sing in those choruses. But by and large, clear diction, lovely, clean and warm sound. So you should be proud of yourselves.
Thank you very much. And JB, were you impressed?
I was. I thought it was a very, very solid start to what I'm sure is going to be an electrifying semi-final. And I love how you finished the performance as well. So well done.
Thank you very much, judges, and a huge round of applause for Godolphin Vocal Ensemble.
Oh, it was amazing. It was such a good opportunity for us as well, and I think the judges' comments were really helpful, and they'll hopefully help us grow as a choir and help us improve.
Fantastic. Olivia, your thoughts on the judges' comments?
Yeah, it's so great to hear such personal comments about our particular piece. So we're really lucky that they listened so carefully and gave us exactly what they thought.
Well, now your work is done.
Yeah.
Go and relax, Olivia.
Our second senior semi-finalists have travelled all the way from Belfast in Northern Ireland. They're Strathern School Chamber Choir.
Singing, singing on the way.
Could you describe the sound of your choir for us?
We always try and really engage in the emotion of a song, so the sound that we try to make is kind of quite magical and kind of quite gentle and sweet to kind of put across the emotion of the words.
It's such a great experience to be here today, and we're just so glad to have been given this opportunity. Our song is called Be Still My Soul, and we all love the song.
Well, I just really love the tune by Sibelius, Finlandi. It's a beautiful tune, and the words just go with it so well.
How nerve-wracking is it knowing that this performance could potentially be seen by everyone in the country?
Scary. Perhaps I shouldn't have told you that.
Be still my soul, the Lord is on thy side. Bear patiently the cross of grief or pain. Leave to thy
Ken, were you moved by that performance?
Precision tuning, exquisite harmonization, superb and effortless control. Absolutely moved by that. One thing I want you to add is just observing more the dynamics. The last verse looks forward to heaven, so I just wanted to hear that open out a lot more about musical candy.
Well, there you go, musical candy. You don't get that from Ken Burton very often. JB, another very well-known hymn. Did they do it justice?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, Be Still My Soul just sings of peace quite literally. And I think you guys delivered that very, very well. For me, this performance had absolutely everything. I was fully engaged in that performance.
Thank you very much. And Carrie, what did you think of the blend of the voices?
That was brilliant. It just was a wall of comfort coming at me. I'd like you to show it a little bit more on your faces. That would be my only tiny little critique, to say, please have that empathetic look on your face, because if I closed my eyes, I just felt like I'd been hugged.
Oh, there you go. Thank you very much, judges. Strathern School Chamber Choir.
I was always going to be pleased with how the girls did because they always do their best and they always sing well, but I'm really delighted with how it came across today.
The judges gave you a little bit to work on, just something about smiling more. What do you think about that note?
That's fair enough, because that's something that we really tried to work on a lot, and it's something that's come up a lot in practice, and we tried really hard, so I'm happy enough.
I think the audience had a fantastic time. Could you sense how much they were enjoying what you were doing?
Yeah, there were loads of people smiling. That's a good sign, I guess.
And I was one of them, so well done to all of you.
Our next performance is from a choir from Llanelli in West Wales, Ysgol Ystrade.
Croeso. Diolch yn fawr. Diolch yn fawr. Welcome to Songs of Praise, Young Choir of the Year, everybody.
We're all like a big team and everyone likes each other. It's great just we have something we can share with each other and show other people.
Tell me about Christopher, your MD.
Oh, he's great. He's a good laugh. Can be strict, but he's got a lot of love for the choir, so it shows.
I'm thrilled that we've reached the semi-final. It's good to perform in concerts, but when you go to competition, you really need to get things right.
Our hymn is called Prydferth Bereidwr. It means beautiful saviour. It's about Jesus and it's a happy song about his resurrection. Although it's in Welsh, we still hope that they'll be able to see how we're expressing everything.
Okay.
JB Gill, beth ydych chi feddwl o'r perfformiad na gan y cor Cymraeg? What did you think of that performance?
Exactly what I was going to say. No, funny that you should do that, because one of the things, obviously, was with that performance is that you did that in your native language, in Welsh. And I don't understand Welsh, but it really didn't matter. I absolutely loved that performance. For me, it was the fact that it was so controlled. I felt at any point you could literally blow our heads off with your vocal power, and you didn't necessarily need to do that, and you did show elements of that throughout the whole performance, but it was the control that you maintained throughout the whole thing that was really, really impressive.
Carrie, they make a real fulsome sound, don't they?
They certainly do. And what you really want from a choir is a kind of a full paint palette of sounds. You don't just want one sound that's good. It's like a one-trick pony. What I felt with these guys was they gave us the whole paint palette. Not only that, they transitioned between the different colours on their voices technically really well.
Of course, it's a really well-known worship song, Beautiful Saviour, Stuart Townend. Did they do it justice?
We want to feel that sense of worship. And, you know, the verses of the song are more reflective and contemplative on, you know, the cross and Jesus' sacrifice. And the choruses are our response to that. And we really felt that dynamic contrast coming through. So, well done.
Thank you, judges. And a huge round of applause for Ysgol Ystrad.
How did that feel?
It was great. It was brilliant to have feedback like that, and I'm sure Say's very happy with it. So.
Our best performance, and we saved it right until the last minute. No, die on.
You must be so thrilled to have such glowing comments, and all well-deserved.
Well, what a treat we've had so far. Some beautiful singing. There are still 2 choirs left to perform. Next, it's Ellesmere College Chamber Choir from Shropshire.
We're a school choir, do a lot of sacred music, but on certain occasions we like to jazz it up a bit. But sacred music is kind of where we're at, and I think we all really gel together well.
I hear that you conduct with your eyebrows. Is this true?
Yes, using my eyebrows just to sort of indicate when to start. Well, when a student doesn't do what they're meant to do, they'd get a...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I don't ever want to see that in its real context.
Want to see that? No, no.
So we're singing Poor Wayfaring Stranger. It's a traditional song, but it is about a person's journey to the ultimate, which is heaven, and it's really spiritual.
How do you make sure you enjoy this experience?
As long as we're here together, we'll be fine.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger. I'm traveling through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land.
Congratulations. So, Ken, did that performance work for you?
It did. I like the bottom E at the end, basses. Well done. The balance overall for a relatively smallish group I felt was really, really good. And your harmonisation was very, very, very clear. So well done on that.
And JB, what did you think of the music choice?
I was mesmerised. I just wanted to hear more and more and more. And I think you've done a very, very good job with a song that I personally didn't know that well.
Carrie, it's a really mature sound for a young choir.
I agree. I really loved the arrangement. I thought the arrangement was really good. One thing to really watch, though, and choirs, you have to be listening to the other voices. Listening is probably the biggest skill you need when you're in a choir. What we had there were those really long, sustained notes. Some of you singing really flatlining, ah, others undulating the vibrato, ah. So then the blend didn't blend.
OK, thank you, judges, and a huge round of applause for Ellesmere College Chamber Choir.
You must be very happy with the judges' comments.
Yeah, they gave us really good constructive criticism to take back and work from, but overall I think they were really happy with it.
Did you enjoy yourself, and how did they do?
I loved it. I think JB described it as mesmerising. What a fantastic word.
Well, well done, congratulations, brilliant.
The last choir hoping to make the final is St Anne's Gospel Choir from North London.
The choir was set up in 2012 by Gospel Choir of the Year judge Karen Gibson.
The choir is a bundle of joy. There's never a dull moment, and the choir is just a big family.
Marsha, what's so special and unique about the gospel sound?
The gospel sound has the potential to be really full, quite large, to the point where sometimes we have to pull it back a bit. So these girls actually pack quite a lot of power.
What does being here in this semi-final mean to you?
It means a lot. It's like we've worked so hard to get here, and I think like we all like gonna put our soul and mind and heart into it.
I think our worshipping God in this choir is profoundly shown, and I feel like in this choir, that's all we do, just praise Jesus.
Jesus, we worship and we praise your name. We lift our voices. Jesus, we worship and we praise your name. And as our voices sing, you are worthy, Lord, you are worthy. Jesus, we worship and we praise your name. Jesus, you're worthy. Lord Jesus, you're worthy. You are worthy to be praised. Lord Jesus, you're worthy. Lord Jesus, you're worthy. You are worthy to be praised. Jesus, we worship and we praise your name. We lift our voices. Jesus, we worship and we praise your name. And as our voices sing, you are worthy, Lord, you are worthy. Jesus, we worship and we praise your name.
JB, let me ask you, enough vocal energy hitting you right now?
Absolutely. You guys made me feel like I wanted to sing with you. So I really loved both the solos. I thought the ad-libs were great. I wanted to hear a little bit more of an open sound from that vocal, but it was still very, very good. And for me, the opening solo was just beautiful. And it just set the whole tone for the whole performance. So well done.
Carrie, two great solos there. What did you think of the overall performance?
I felt for me, this was the choir actually more than the others that stepped off the page and became real to me. It felt like it had a heart. It felt like it was sincere. It had that wall of sound coming at me. Absolutely beautiful.
Ken, if anyone knows about this musical style, it is you. Was this performance heavenly for you?
Performance was absolutely heavenly. It brought me to a place of worship where I just stopped judging. Your sound was very, very clean, very together. I just felt comfortable with it. If I could give one bit of advice, because, you know, you are so fantastic, I think you can take a bit of advice as well. I think you just need to use the entire body. When you're energizing, you want to see it also in your faces and in your eyes. And then when you're getting down to more soft, intimate singing, you know, just a slight change of body language actually really helps us to be drawn into your world.
Thank you very much, Ken. And a huge thanks to St Anne's Gospel Choir. Well done.
Miss Soloist opening your song, that can't be easy. You sounded fantastic. Were you very calm doing that?
To be honest, I was a bit nervous. But...
Really? Jaritza, no one would know. Ellie, how did it feel to be up there singing?
It was amazing. Like, we all sounded so good together, and it was just, yeah, something to be really proud of.
How was it for you, Masha?
That was a really good performance, ladies, and we just take on what the judges said, just always want to be better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we hear from our judges, we've brought back onto stage all 5 of our choirs to sing together. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior semi-finalists with conductor Ken Burton.
Trust
What a wonderful sound. We'll find out the names of the finalists very soon. But first, here's a quick reminder of all 5 senior choir performances.
Clear diction, lovely, clean and warm sound. So well done. You should be proud of yourselves.
If I closed my eyes, I just felt like I'd been hugged.
Musical candy.
A full paint palette of sounds.
Felt at any point you could literally blow our heads off with your vocal power. I was mesmerized. I just wanted to hear more and more and more.
All the earth shall worship thee. Bless the Lord God who has made us free.
It felt like it had a heart. It felt like it was sincere, absolutely beautiful.
OK, here we go. Good luck, all of you. Carrie, can you please reveal the name of the first finalist, please?
The first choir singing in the final is the St. Anne's Gospel Choir.
Ken, can you tell me the name of the next finalist, please?
The second choir going through to the final is Ysgol Hystrada.
Honestly, tears of joy on this stage, there really are. You could cut the tension with a knife. Lastly, JB, can you tell us the name of the third and final choir?
The third young choir finalist of 2018 is Strathern School Chamber Choir.
I'll be back next week for the final of both the junior and senior competitions. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be nail-biting. Don't miss it. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.